Look at him, thinks he's Picasso, doesn't he?
Who's that?
Who's Picasso? Hey, it's James from Finn Electrical. We've got Finn from Finn Electrical, and on today's video we are running in this armoured cable. So, customer wants an interesting route, which does meet regs, but it's a bit of a funny one. Yeah, we'll take you through it. Right, let's get into this. Right then, so see here, we've got little cables sticking out here. So, I got called to this a while ago, and well, during Christmas, between Christmas and New Year, I got a call from him saying we had an electrician out. He has charged him like a £300 call out, 150 quid call out, but then whilst he was there, they said, right, it's another 150 or something stupid. Even though the call out should include some labour on site, but oh well. And so charged him 300 quid. It basically, the supply to the garage was tripping out, so every time you turned it on or every time it rained, it went and blew out. So the guy came, he said he winded that cupboard 10 minutes and then it worked. So I was like, alright then, and he just left. So he drove away and it blew about 10 minutes later, so he called him back saying, right, can you come back, it's blown again. And he's like, well, it'll be another 150 quid call out and all that. And he's like, nah, I'm not having that. So I think he turned up and he was like, no, I'm not paying that. So yeah, bit of a naughty electrician that. And all he done is just switch it back on. I said, did he get any like test equipment out to see like if there were any issues with the cable? And he says, he goes, no, he was just in there 10 minutes and then it just worked and then it blew again. So I thought, not good, is it? So all he did was flick a switch. He could have done that. So I bobbed out then. So I got here. I said, fault find, it's only 1 hour you can generally find a fault within an hour and either fix it or have a solution to fix it. Or if it's a bit harder, it's about 2 hours. So we got out here, we disconnect the cables from the fuse board, so that live earth neutral, pulled it out, and we tested line to earth, and we're getting like 0.01 mega ohm. So you're supposed to get over at least 1 mega ohm. Where it won't trip over 1 mega ohm. It's not right reading. It's not a good reading because when you test a perfect cable, it's greater than 500 mega ohm or whatever voltage you test it to. But yeah, so tested that. So there was a fault. So it went to a fuse board in like a little studio. So we opened up that fuse board in the studio. We turned off the main switch, and then we tested the cable again, and that told you that it was the cable. Well, if there wasn't a fault, it was something within the studio, like a heater or something like that. We tested those cables and it was fine. It was greater than like 8 meg or something, so that's good. So we tested the cable between the fuse board in there and the fuse board here, and yeah, it was 0.01 or something. But it was new colours in the studio and it was old colours in the house. So that told you that there's a junction box somewhere where they'd extended the cable underground, filled it, and it's just failed after 5 years. So I said, right, the options are we either just kind of try and find that box, could be anywhere, you could spend forever finding it and digging up the full drive, or we could just run a new cable in, which will be a lot quicker. So that was the plan. Now he doesn't want to dig up these. If you look, it's like a grid that's set on like a flooring, and obviously when you're digging cables in, you have to go foot down, so you'd have to basically just wreck his full drive and pay a lot of money to get it all redone. So he goes, is there not a better way we can have it surface? So that's where we're at now. So what he wants, we're going to come out here, we're going to have to try and get the armoured cable across into this bush, up the side of the bush, so all surface, round, and then you can actually get underneath by about that much. We'll tuck it underneath and try and drill down from within the studio and get it in. So that's the story. So what we're going to have to do then is pick a straight line from here across, pull all these pebbles out and dig them all out, and then what I'm going to do is get like a straight line and then get his little angle grinder and just go and then basically like cut like a little groove out where the cable can sit in. It means that you can, you know, if you want to call it a cattle grid, and you bring your cable just kind of sat in a little groove, it's glass surface, you can drive over it still, so it's a good solution really, that meets regs, and you don't have to dig up his full drive. So there we go. Right, so this is a bit of 6mm 3-core armoured, so that can take well over 40 amps, so it's on a 40 amp breaker, so it's got 40 amps to play with in the studio. We'll show the studio a bit later, so it's pretty cool. It's like I think his wife's like an artist and sells art and stuff like that, so you have to check that out. Maybe not, I'll ask him if we could check out their stuff, but yeah, she sells some pretty cool pieces. It looks pretty sick. Yeah, so we've got this straight line then, it's a bit of old conduit, so we'll use that as like a where we're going to groove out. But yeah, Finn's just digging out a section now where we can, I think best bet, because it's going to be like a concrete sleeper that'll go quite deep. I think if we get a masonry bit, like a 25mm bit, we should just have to kind of drill it slowly, and then it'll kind of bust out the side. You love my noises, don't you? Right then, drilling. What we're going to do is get it on the non-hammer action. We're going to go super slow with this. Heard it? It's not very exciting. You might want to skip this bit. Here we go, we've got a total through now then. Now though, so I'll get you into that bed. I'm going to use this piece of conduit just to get us a straight line across the drive. So that's the plan then. So we'll get the angle grinder and just cut the grid so we know exactly where it's going to land. Pick all the pebbles out and then we can kind of score the grid, cut a groove for cables to sit in. I think cables have to go across here, and it's kind of nip round this corner and up then. So here we go. Right, here we go, got this JD side here, so I've took me sock off, put it over the hoover end. So we're going to get all these little rocks out, you see. So if you look here, we've got to not damage this membrane as well. So we're picking it out behind it, it's taking ages, so I thought I'd give this a go. So let's see if it works here. Yeah, that works, that's great. That'd be just to do that. You'd have to pull it off every time. There she go again. Yeah, hey, hello. So then, Finn didn't want to go. There's a little shirt button in it, right? So, it's got this little membrane here that you don't want to go through. Cause basically, yeah, if you damage that, then weeds start growing up through your rocks and that, which won't look very nice. So we're trying to avoid that, but it's got to here, so we're halfway there. So I'm gonna go from inside. I've just started moving some paintings out. I'll show you the studio. So the plan is, it's going to come around here, you can get underneath there, there's like that much gap. What we're thinking is drilling down from under and then fishing it up. We'll go up the jacksie. Get in here. Here we go. So I have to drill down here somehow. And then the cable will come up, and it'll clip up here. So there's a few sockets in there, but we'll have to clip up and then land into the bottom of one of these. And then it'll go in, main switch, live and neutral earth, job's a good one. And then we're just going to wire the other end into the cable hanging out. We'll chop that, whoop, we'll put like a big adaptable box in and do a connection there. Because basically he didn't want us to drill out again because he's had it all freshly rendered. And when you drill out, it could pop like a big section off a render. And you'd have to redo it all and it never looked the same. But yeah, this is a little studio I'm working in. So it's quite nice really, nice little setup. Liking it. Right then, so I will crack on with that. Yeah, so while Finn's doing that then, if you can hear him, he's zipping away. I'm gonna have a look at these. So I've bought these little these air tags. I'm going to try and put them on, so my keys one thing, so I always forget my keys, I'll lose my keys, and then you can put them on like tools and bits like that, so I can put it in my tool bag, if I ever just misplace it or whatever, I can find it on site or whatever if you go to bigger sites. So yeah, it's pretty cool, so you can keep track of what's going on. I could put one in my van so I know where it is, in case I forget where to park it or someone steals it, you know what I mean, so it's a good idea really. So there we go, we're going to give these a go. Now look at this satisfying unveiling. There we go. Let's see what we're getting there. So it comes with 4 tags. So those have good presentation, don't they? Look it out. Air tag. Instructions that you never read. What else we got? More instructions that you never read. There we go, so there should be 4 in here. That's it. So a lot of people online were saying that's all you get, it's just like a little tag thing and you can lose it easy. So I bought this little keyring thing. So you put it in there, put it in your keys, and then you can find your keys. Yeah, that's easy with 2 hands then. Just peel this little thing off. Have a look. And oh, it's making noises. So it must pull the connection between the battery out. There we go, that's all set up. So let's have a look. Update to latest iOS, turn on Bluetooth, and it should find it. So let's have a go. Oh, look at that, so I've literally just pulled the plug as you saw. Connect, name it. Alright, what we're going to have it as? Keys, continue, use this iPhone, and there we go. Put that in that little thing, attach it to my keys, and that's programmed for that. Hey, we got it on, so here it is in the app, that's me. So you go play sound. There we go. So it beeps away. And then you can go find nearby. So if I bang this over here, say I've lost it. Let's have a look. So I'm 2 feet away. 3 feet, 2, 1, direct. That's back, my phone's vibrating as well. Here! There we go. Pretty cool, isn't it? There we go, Finn's laid that in nicely. So we'll get this on made now. So we can do a bit of footage. There we go. So it goes through there, up there, and then we'll basically chop this cable coming through the wall, as you can see, and we'll chop that there and put a box on. So this will sit here like that. So we'll have to chop it here, and then I think best bet's to do something like that, or even come rear entry. I don't know. No, because we need to land it. So we'll have to do that, and then have one cable go up its jacks here there, and then that cable just go up there like that then, and that should look alright. Might just pull a little bit more through, mate, maybe, if that goes down. I should have enough there, we should have just enough. Alright then, so Finn's run it down there, so we're going to now send it through here, all the way to the end there, and like we said, we're going to send it, we have to drill down from the shed and then try and get it up that hole and up to the fuse board, so it should be a bit of fun. Alright then, here we go. Cleat. Alright, so Finn's having a go at putting a cleat in, so it's laid in nicely. I'm going to bang a cleat in here, innit? So get it round. Go on, you. That olive bush as well, freaking there's one at the top as well.
Up or down?
Yeah, up.
It's going to have to do for this.
Yeah, just push it as low as you can, and then that'll tell you where you want it. Just nice and low.
Like that, innit, really?
You have to drill like this. Otherwise, body and drill will get it where.
Yeah, so you want to look at that.
If you drill through it, it melts the plastic as well. So
right, okay, so
you kind of want to mark it, and then, yeah, go on.
I can just do a little one, can't I?
A little pep, it'll tell you where to drill then.
A little pecker.
A bit lower. Yeah, you can drill down an angle, it'll still fix nicely.
Oh my About that?
Yeah, good. No, it's not, that'll look, it's not an hammer, but bang it an hammer. Don't rip your drill. You just, look at this. No. Cheers, mate. Yeah, you have to make sure it's flipped in. Look at that. So, nice little channel. So once you go up your drive, you can't really see it really front road, but obviously it's on the way to get it surfaced without burying it a foot deep. So obviously you can see the cable. That's a lot better than him digging up his full drive or trying to dig up there, trying to find the old joint box. So yeah, that just disappears, surface through there, all the way to the studio. Mwah, je ne sais quoi. There we go, so we're just right through here then. So again, it's just on the land surface, shoots underneath here. Finn's just bringing them rocks out, it's going to pop up. We're going to drill down and then tie on and we'll pull it up through into the fuse board, which is about here then on the inside.
Oh, second. 3,
Take 2.
3, 2, 1.
Beautiful. No, it's that time again. Bit of chicken soup. So we bought some gas canisters. There we go. We've got, there we go, a little doozy. This is broke, it's really pants on flame. So yeah, we're just gonna cook up some chicken soup for lunch. Finn ain't got a pan, so he's gonna have to have his in a little canister. We'll get this all set up and have a bit of lunch, yeah?
So,
there we go, let's get him cracked open then. Ready? Look at this. Ready? Woohoo! Lucky we guess. Right then, let's get him on. Alright. Chef Finny. Little stellar action from the stove today. In fact, I'll just have it. No point mucky in that, is there? Finn's he's copped out. He's gone to the shop. He said he's going to buy his own little stove. So he can't wait. He's too hungry. And it cooks it in about 5 minutes. And then you got a 25-minute break. It's alright, isn't it? Alright then. Get that put away. Hello. I just put a few of these tools away. My broom to go back up there, all my tools to put away. It's a message right there, doesn't it? Oh, bread and soup. It's lovely, isn't it? Little dip. Beautiful. Even warms your lap up. So, yeah, there's no sadder than like a cold turkey sandwich or a ham sandwich, is there? You don't want to go to work hard and then not have a hot dinner, yeah. But yeah, it's lovely. There we go, let's just put a little draw wire through and drill down. I'll just show you that then. Lovely pieces, isn't it? Look at this. Yeah, then. So we'll just drill down there. Finn's got it, so we're going to tie on now. And we shall get it pulled up and into the studio. See you! Oh yeah, it's gone up. Yes! Yes, boy. Yeah, basically it will push to a bit of polystyrene. It'll like through a tiny gap. I think we've just I'm round it here. Get going. We've just bust it out. Right, Mason. Get going. Yeah, that's it. Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo. That looks great, doesn't it? Can't see anything. That'll do. Just push these nuts back now. Neaten it up. Like a little dance, isn't it? Look at that. Can't tell we've been. There we go. That's through now. So that just needs a little hoover. I'll have to there's a tiny little gap around it, so I have to get that gunged up. But essentially I'll just clay it up and go in that hole there, that far left one. So right, so I think we're at 18.5. Well, weight 5mm off that wall, so it should go up nicely into there and looks nice and sweet, nice and neat and sweet. Alright then, I'll do this then. So we're going to take board cover off. I'll gland this cable in, so it's just going to simple armoured gland. We'll gland it that other end, and then that's it. That's all she wrote. And that next little gland we've got to do is this one down here then. So I'm going to put this little box on. We'll get a little 5.5 bit. We'll get that mounted probably about here. That cable will loop round and up into the bottom right of it, and then the bottom left will be this little bad boy. Nice and easy. And there we go. Just happy. We're happy. Jobs are good. Right then, let's cut this cable now then. So I'll tell you what, I was sat eating my soup on that. I heard this. I thought, what was that? Turned round. So this is Finn's new van, and it wasn't even. He didn't put his handbrake on enough, and it was slowly creeping back. And I just went, and it started rolling. I had to run and catch it. I thought, what's going on? Flipping it, lad. I going, Finn, come, and he went in that studio. Did you call my name? And, yeah, your car's rolling. Anyway, let's get this cable cut then that comes out. So that'll go to the garage then. So Finn's got my hacksaw, so I'll just put a quick way to do it, just to give that a slice with this then. So 2 secs of that. Yeah, then let's get rid of this cable then. So this is the cable going to the garage. I went to the garage. So I'll just dig down a bit deeper. It disappears into a bit of concrete actually. Now let's get this, I'll get him cut then. If we can get him. There we go. See what I mean by being a bit quicker. So it saves this guy's render a bit. He didn't want any more holes drilling and wrecking his render. So what I'm gonna have to do then, yeah, they're the old colours, just make sure it's the right one then. So, oh, have a little bit more out of there I think. There we go. Now this is gonna have to go up into the bottom of this box. If we get this fixed here, should be able to get that up in there. It's a bit tight actually that. Should be fine though. We'll get it fixed here, glanded there, and there'll be enough there to play with I think. So if we get that stripped about, what do you think? Get them stripped about here. Yeah, let's just rim that a bit. There we go. That's where we're going to be cutting. And get him in. There we go. A nice straight line around that. There won't be loads to play with to be fair. That'd be enough to go at. So there we go. Should be good to go on that I think. There we go, they should bend off now. And we'll get that glanded up. Now that's a piece of kit we're using, it'll be a CW20. So, oops. Just a little outdoor gland. There we go. Got a couple of banjos to earth the braiding of everything. And then that little, called a shroud. So this will sit over the cable. So what I do, what you can do is just see where you need to chop it to, about there. Get your shroud on first. Oh, so I don't strip that fully until this shroud is on. If you just give it a little wiggle back and forth, that'll go over nicely. Right. Oh, so just do something like that for now, I think. That'll be best. Right then. Next we're going to get this part over it. So I just slide him on like that. Take this piece out. In fact, we don't need that at all because that'll screw into the actual whisker box, I think. In fact, they're 25s, but might have to use a smaller box. In fact, we'll see. Right, then that just sits over there, like so. Then that's when we're going to fully strip this. Oh, there we go. Right, they've just crossed over a bit. Finn's got my knife, you see, so he's messing me up down here. That with a knife, but it can still be done without a knife. And then you've got to put this on then. So this sits on like that. This goes up. And then this will, so I'm going to bend it back into position, which makes the braidings sit slightly different. And I'll just tighten him on. So at the moment I'm pushing into the gland, so I'm gripping the cable and pushing like that to get it nice and tight. And then what we'll do is get the 2 pairs of grips on that, get that nice and tight, and that should land into the box nicely, and that shroud will just slip up. Right then, we've got that connection in then, so that's the little banjo underneath. I've got to push that up and make it look nice and neat, but that's the best we could get for that. But once we've kind of backfilled this, it should look nice, neat and sweet, I think. That'll do. Get some of these decorative rocks over here. You up there with Bean. Although, yeah, I think Finn put most of them over here. There we go. But yeah, we'll get the lid on that, we'll power it up, and then that'll be this job done. Hey! Finn, Picasso. Right then. So Finn's nicely tapped this up. And that is looking beautiful. Well done, laddie. Look at him. Thinks he's Picasso, doesn't he?
Who's that?
Who's Picasso? My goodness. Right. Just gonna put a few things back. I'll put this cabinet back and bits like that. Look at that. Little wheeler deal with that one. There we go. And that's about it. Lovely. So that's us done for today. That's powered up, tested. It's all working. If you like this kind of content, hit the like button, hit subscribe, hit the little bell notification so you know when our next upload. That's always have a good from me
And Finn.
and we'll see you on the next one. Picasso.